What's up, everybody? Dirtbag Gaming here, the channel for casual raiders. We are going over everybody's favorite free fusion champion, which is Rhazin Scarhide. So we're going to go over everything we can today. He's a great free champion, so let's get into it. He's definitely probably the best fusion that you can get. Obviously, he's free. You can definitely spend some time. I know there's one guy in my Discord who still is waiting for the one rare that you need to fuse him, but once you get him, he literally is a game changer. All right, so let's get into it. So he's going to be, right now for this build, a clan boss champion. I did a how to gear champion guide on him, so kind of built him for the clan boss. So everything that you're going to see here is mainly for the clan boss. But you do for the clan boss, you're going to be able to do it for PvP, you're going to be able to do it for PvE. So we're going to go over skills, artifacts, masteries, where he's good, throw him in some different guides, and maybe even some PvP. And I'll show you a picture that shows you that he did almost 10 million on the clan boss Ultra Nightmare, which gives us a 2 key. So first we're going to go over the skills. So he's got an A1 that has a 3 hitter, so already great for the Fire Knight. Attacks one enemy 3 times, has a 20% up to a 45% chance of removing one random buff from the target. Now you're always going to want to skill this guy out because he's going to be great for the clan boss, obviously, but he's a great champion that you're going to want to invest books into. And I know legendary books are very hard to come by, but he's one of the first legendary champions I got, so definitely I put as many books as I possibly can into him, and we finally booked them all the way out. But that's his A1, so he's gonna hit really hard with this, especially on the clan boss. But then just being able to remove this helps with clan boss, but also PvE and PvP. This one is great because it's almost like having your own Draco for free. Attacks one enemy, has a 75 up to a 85, 95, 100% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense and 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns. So you have to make sure you have accuracy on this guy. So for the clan boss, it's anything over 220 accuracy, you should be good. Right now mine's at 235, and he still misses on the green affinity if you use him for the green affinity, but he almost always hits on the blue affinity and the red affinity with 235 accuracy. But that's great. That's on a 3-turn cooldown, so you're almost always going to have it up on the boss as long as you have the masteries for it. Finally, they took this away from the clan boss. That's why he's so good now, because he used to do this on the clan boss, which still hit like 95k with a War Master proc, but this is great for PvP. It's great for the Fire Knight. It's great for PvE. Doom Tower attacks all enemies. Decrease the turn meter by 100%. Great for the Spider, great for the Fire Knight, like literally one of the best skills in the game. So this is very, very good. It's on a 6-turn cooldown, so it's very long cooldown, but it's always good for the PvE, for resistance. He was in my resistance team for a while until we got Lydia, but that's skills. Pretty basic, but good all around, kind of good in a lot of places of the game. Then his masteries, we went all the way down to Giant Slayer because he is a 3-hitter A1. So having 3 hits, you definitely want to have the Giant Slayer proccing a lot more, because on the clan boss, he's only going to do his A2 and A1. So he's going to do his A1 a lot more now because he's not going to be doing his A3. But this is kind of basically a clan boss build right here. All the way down to this, which gives you a counterattack if you lose 25% more HP, which most of the time he does, as well as in PvP as well. So again, very, very good build. And then artifacts, again, all clan boss, we got lifesteal set. So lifesteal set, I wanted him to do damage. So we actually have crit rate for the gloves. Now, usually you're going to want defense for this, as long as you can get enough crit rate to do more damage in his substats. But for this, we're making it easier so I don't have to focus on crit rate. We got crit rate for the gloves, defense, obviously, for this with some crit rate, and then speed boots, crit rate, speed, really good speed on there, and then defense, crit damage, speed, and a little bit of resistance. And then for here, we got crit damage, because if you get the 100% crit rate, you always want to go with the crit damage most of the time, just because why go for the 100% crit rate if you're not going to get the crit damage? So this, even if it's on a defense champion, you still get more damage out of it because of the crit damage, right? And then defense and accuracy. So we got 96 accuracy right there to boost up this a little bit. For my Great Hall, I think I have full accuracy in the Great Hall. Yeah, so we're up to 80 in the Great Hall. Plus that gives us 235, which is great for the clan boss. 100% speed or crit rate with 157 crit damage. This is great for the clan boss because you want to be over 191. You want to be over your counterattack champion, but under your buffer champion, like your cleanser. So he's kind of like right in the middle. So that's kind of why he's there. You want around 4,000 defense for the clan boss. He's got just at 4,000. I wish it was a little bit higher. My main thing I wish for him is if he had more HP. Now I have to re-gear this guy a little bit because I am more of an end game type player. This is for like a medium game type build. But I definitely should get better gear on him because I use him almost everywhere. And he's in every single clan boss champion. So this is, again, made for people that you can do this. Like, this is mainly what you're going to see. All right, so if you can do this, I'll show you the DPS he's going to be doing, and you guys will be like, wow, that makes sense, and then you're good to go. So let's get into some stuff. He is obviously great in a lot of the dungeons. Dragon, everybody's good in dragons. So first off, we start him in dragon. Now, going down to dragon 20, who do we have for our team? Cool, so get rid of Cold Heart, and we'll put in Rhazin Scarhide. Right there. So we'll do this team and go. All right, so now he's going to do his A3, probably first. We don't have a decreased defense AoE, which kind of stinks. I should have put in Lydia for this. But when he goes in, again, he's going to be doing most of the damage. He's going to put up a decreased defense on the boss. He's going to 3-hit the boss. He's going to War Master the boss. He's going to do all the good stuff. All right, so here we go. That was for 16k across the board. Nothing crazy. But he does reduce the turn meters, so that we actually reset it and he did it again. So he's able to reduce the turn meters on everybody. So basically nobody went yet because of Rhazin. But runs in, does 26k. He hits really on the clan boss as well. Like, he hits that skill for almost 100k. But lots of stuns. We got a stun set on Prince Kaimar. That's probably why they're just chilling out there. But I want to see his 3-hitter. So 1, 2, 3. 7, 14, 21,000 with no procs. So now we are round 2. Let's see if he does his A3 again. 21k with a War Master proc. Anybody who's like a defense-based champion in this game is going to be very good. Like, he's just going to survive so much longer. He's going to make it, you know, to any boss that you get him to. I had him when we did the Arbiter missions, so he definitely helped out in a lot of the auto runs for everything. Now, you probably don't need me to tell you, but you should 100% fuse him. Like, every single time, no matter what. If you pull him, I would probably fuse him again. Like, he's literally just a free legendary sitting there for everybody. Alright, so let's see what he does on the boss. He might have a lot of damage at the end because he does have an AoE, which hits pretty hard. So no War Master procs. Again, there's no buffs up on anybody. So not the most elite team to bring into here. So 2 procs there. All right, and he's obviously in lifesteal, so he's going to survive pretty well as well. So there you go. So that was the 3-hitter with all the decreased defense up. That's like 15k each. His A3 hits pretty hard. And then we'll be able to throw him in some PvP matches as well to kind of see what he did. He actually was one of my first PvP champions. So it was him, Alton. I actually had Prince Kaimar in there to reset the cooldowns. So he actually speed boosts. Alton did his increased defense, which is increasing his damage. He uses A3, resets everybody's turn meter. Prince Kaimar resets the skills, and then we just do it again. And it's pretty funny. All right, so then we got that gear, not good. All right, cool. So that was dragons. He did almost a mil by himself, so that's cool. Now, what's great about him is the Fire Knight. So I still run him in my Fire Knight team. Oh, actually, I replaced him with Lydia. So if you don't have Lydia, you run him, and it's basically this team. If you take out Bad Al, you can literally run anybody else, bring a Rhazin in, and then this is the team. So he has a 3-hitter A1. To get the shields down on the boss, having multiple hitters, 2+ is what you should be running. Cold Hearts have 4, so that's like 8 shots right there just from the 2 Cold Hearts. And then Rhazin has the 3-hitter to kind of get the shield down. but he does his A3 first. Does about 17k across the board. And then we shall fast forward to get to the boss, so we're not sitting here all day. All right, so we are at the boss. So we got Cold Hearts coming in. They fixed the AI on the Cold Hearts. He runs in, does his A3, gets the shield down. Cold Hearts should be doing their Heartseeker if they have it up. They do. And then he should be able to put up his increased defense. There you go, puts that up, 20k. And it literally, he's kind of there just to buff up and get the shield down for the Cold Heart. So it just makes things so much easier. Even if you have one Cold Heart, it's still very, very good combo. That's like 7 attacks just between those two people. He hasn't died, so he made it here without Arbiter resing him. And there you go, he resets the cooldown as well, the turn meter. So his A3 still works on the Fire Knight, so he's able to come in, reset the turn meter, so that way the Cold Hearts can come back around and do the Heartseekers to finish him off. There you go. And then dead. So a great example of why he's so good in the Fire Knight right there. Oh yeah, another, oh my gosh. That is amazing chess piece right there. I will keep that. All right, where else is he gonna be good? Showed you the spiders. So if we don't have a Draco, and we need to use Rhazin, we can. So it might be kind of like a reset, like you might have to use a lot of energy to kind of reset for your auto team. But let's do this. If we run auto, it's a weak affinity, so he definitely needs, it's like always going to be a weak hit, but you got to make sure that he lands the decreased defense. And if he does, good. If you have a miscreated monster, good game. But if you don't, at least you have a chance to put up the decreased defense and decrease and weaken. So you go. Let's see if he goes. He's actually pretty slow. So my Cold Hearts are really fast on this team because Doom Tower. There you go, he landed it. So he's at 235 accuracy. He landed the decreased defense and the weaken, and he's a tank for this, but it lets you Cold Hearts come in and just, oh, look at that. And he's got an A3. So he's actually very good for the spider to get your Arbiter mission done for auto. Obviously, miscreated monster, you can bring anybody in as a tank, but he brings the decreased defense and weaken for the spider boss. Also turn meter. So if he dies, doesn't matter. He put up the buffs that we needed to, and then these guys will finish off the spider once they come back around. Having Lydia makes things a lot easier to increase the speed. But there you go, he hits for 37k. Puts up the buffs again. Yeah, so the average run with this team specifically, it's around like 115. And usually with Lydia, it's around a minute because of the increased speed. But him, yeah, weak hits, 10k without the weak hit. Could be a tank for you guys, and then boom, there you go. Minute 16, not bad. Sell that. Cool, and then like I said, he's probably not the best in Ice Golem because he is weak affinity. He's probably just going to get killed very, very easily. Minotaur, he's going to be good in there because he probably has all of his masteries. So he's just going to be farming the Minotaur people for you. So we saw all that. Now let's go into some PvP. I'll show you PvP, then we'll finish off with some clan boss. Faction Wars, amazing. Like really, really good in Faction Wars. But I haven't run him in PvP in forever. Let's get some good teams. All right, so we have this team. So if we go speed boost, right? Like let's say we go Arbiter if we're first. Like I had Alton, him, Arbiter. So that way, like Alton goes, increases the defense. He'll go, and then we have let's get a decreased defense. He has decreased defense on single target, but I'm talking about like for a PvP. So instead of him, you could have like War Maiden or anybody else with like a increase or decreased defense. But if you have somebody that increases his damage with the increased attack, I don't know if we're gonna be able to go because they are pretty slow for PvP. But let's see how this is gonna go. We're in gold 4. All right, so we are faster, so we'll go there. Decrease defense, and then he's going to do his increase defense right here. So we can try on Lysandra, almost one-shot at her, and then he's going to come in with this. Let's slow it down. All right, so we got 77k on a lot of people decreases their turn meter. So you just have the counterattack, and then that's basically GG. So that's kind of like you want to build it around Rhazin, because Rhazin's going to come in and be the nuker, as long as you have the increased defense. So if you bring anybody in, like there's a Doom Screech guy, rare, that can increase the turn meter and increase the defense for him. So let's try this tanky team right here. I know we're like double their attack, but I'll just put it on auto. He does the A3 on auto, so that's pretty good. So we'll just run this on auto. There you go, 43, 49,000. Weak hit, because they are weak affinities, and then Rhazin just goes down. He's stunned, so we can't unstun him. And he's probably gonna die. It's alright, he killed the two main people. That's all we need right there. 102,000. Alright, who can we kill these people? We'll try this. Alright, so like I said, if you don't have this guy, anybody that has an increased defense. Who has increased defense? She has an increased defense. Does Mausoleum Mage have increased defense? I think so, yeah, increased defense. So you can bring like Mausoleum Mage in. Does he have increased defense? Should probably know my own people, right? No, okay. So then there's the Doom Screech guy, which I'll show you after this. But if you have something like this, like without Draco, you have anybody like, what's his name? The guy with Stag Knight. If you have like Stag Knight in here, I don't know what our Stag Knight's speed is though. If it's over 200, we can use them. It is not, so we can't use them. But he would be an example, decrease 2. So basically it would go speed up, increase defense, debuff, and then Rhazin. So that's the example that I would use. But here we go. Increase defense from Mausoleum Mage. We'll do the same thing. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Auto. Increase defense, and then boom! Boom! Dead. I might start bringing him back in PvP. But see, he's so slow. Like right now, he's like 200 speed. Like in PvP, gold 4, he's slow. But getting up to gold 4, he's amazing. All right, now what? See the unkillable? This is why his A1's good. So I'm going to slow it down. He's going to take it off and kill her. There you go. Second hit, he took it off, remove buff, and then kills the chick. So that's also good for like unkillable, counterattack, any buff that they have on the other team. It's going to be great. So let's try this really hard team right here. So if they go first, they're probably going to win. But we shall try it. Let's go on auto. Are they first? They are not. They're actually slow. Wow. Alright, but they did go before my Rhazin. And Rhazin got one shot. Oh, that was so bad. I probably should bring in Lydia just to boost them up so I could show you what you can do. Alright, so decrease everybody's turn meter. Gives my teams a chance to go faster. Alright, what else can he do? Let's decrease his turn meter. And then he's got an A2 coming right at Arbiter. Boom, 20,000. Let's kill her, finish off him, done. Alright, cool, good game. So yeah, he is a nuker. Like he can nuke very, very good. His A2 hits really hard, his A1 takes away buffs. Like just all around good champ. So I can't buff this team because then I'll get frozen. This one's a weak team. Yeah, really weak team. And then this one is also a weak team. All right, so if we just go without the debuff, and we go Mausoleum Mage, and we go, we're probably not going to go as fast with my Gorgorab. He's 270 speed, I believe. But if we go Gorgorab, there, and I don't think I have a fast enough decreased defense. She's definitely not 200 speed. 183. All right. Where is my apothecary? I think I took off all of his gear. He's a 191. I think you guys kind of get why he's good, right? You could see what he does. So this will be the last one, then we'll get into some clan boss. Like, Master almost just killed them all by himself. Yeah, and dead. All right, cool. So there you go. He's good. He's a good nuke. You set him up well, like with your champs, which I'm sure you have a lot of champs. You'll be able to use him. He could do his A1 there instead of put up no buffs because she had the block buffs, but he could have stripped off some of the buffs with the A1. All right, so now clan boss again. I use him in almost every single clan boss champion team except Green Affinity. Green Affinity, I have to use somebody else like Grizzle Jarl to use him. But yeah, a lot of my, there you go. He's used there. If you don't have unkillable, he's usually there. There's another one. Yeah, so again, he's just used all around. So here's, let me bring up a shot. Okay, here's an example. So this is a red. Yeah, this is a red clan boss where we had Septimus extend the debuffs on Bad Alcazar, so he extends the poisons. He also extends the decreased defense, the weaken. That's why you don't need like the Draco for this one. So anytime I run a red affinity, this is my team. This is a 2-key, and with the 2-key, he's doing 9.45 million damage on the Ultra Nightmare clan boss. So he's doing way more than Alton, way more than Septimus, way more than Skull Crusher. He's basically like our number 1 or number 2 champion doing damage on the Ultra Nightmare. Then with the blue affinity, it's similar damage, if not more, but he's usually in the tens, like 10 million, 11 million. I think I saw him at 12 million one time. This is all with the change. So without the change, he was only doing like 8 to 10. Over the change, he's doing a lot more consistently because he's only doing his A1 and his A2 on the clan boss. So he's able to put up the debuffs reliably, and he's able to take off the clan boss attack up reliably, as well as do a crap ton of damage with his Giant Slayer and his procs. So there's a great example of just what he can do for you for the clan boss, as long as you gear him with lifesteal and good crit rate and okay crit damage, but at least enough defense for him to survive taking the hits from the clan boss. All right, so there is our guide. Great for the Doom Tower. There is our guide for Rhazin Scarhide. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Hit the subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Like if this helped you out at all. Let me know what you guys want to see next. We have a ton of videos. I got a whole list right here that I'm going to make tonight. But we're talking in the Discord. We're starting to stream a lot more. So if you haven't join there. We're giving away account takeover coming up once we hit 500 subscribers. So when you're seeing this video, if we're already at 500, congrats. Let's go Dirtbag Nation. And I appreciate it. Good luck with everything and enjoy the rest of your week.